was overall good, for me to not have that fight and stuff. Obviously, I was very disappointed when I found out I wasn't fighting, but I trust in God's plan and have faith. And, obviously I've got a lot more attention now, and, this is a much bigger opportunity for me, so I think it all worked out for the best.
What's the mindset like to have something like that happen a day before the weigh-in, and then to get back into it? Was it easy or difficult? Neither, just kind of...
Well, like I said, I was very disappointed, but, I trusted God's plan, so I wasn't nearly as disappointed as I thought I would be. And, it was real easy to get back into fight camp and stuff because I didn't get to fight, so, I was still hungry to fight, and I wanted to fight. So, this is a great opportunity for me.
What do you go through that process before peaking and then try to come down and then starting right up back up and training again?
It wasn't too bad because I took a week or so off after the camp for the Parisian fight, and then I had started training again after that, and I actually liked shorter camps, and I had 3 weeks notice for this, so I had 3 weeks. I put together a really good camp and had a lot of great help there, so I feel great.
You look pretty calm. I mean, the addition of this and being on the main card, is that not any extra pressure on you?
No, it's not any extra pressure for me. I'm not like a real big people person, I'm kind of a shy guy, and I don't do this for the fame or the money or anything. I just fight because I love to fight. So, all this added publicity is great, but for me it's just all about the fight. So it doesn't matter how many people are watching or how much hype there is. It's just about the fight for me.
So how is it sitting with you then? Being in this sort of arena of people, so to speak.
It's crazy. I was not expecting this at all. This is a fantastic turnout. I was, not used to this kind of attention.
How do you feel about it?
It's cool,
You weren't originally supposed to come to this. It was supposed to be Thiago, right? So when did you get the phone call saying, Dustin, can you make it over to the...
About 30 minutes ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you talk about what was it tough, getting prepared and throwing yourself together? I got to meet a ton of people now?
Not really. I was eating, and, I was like, if my food gets here in time and I can make it down, I'd be happy to do it, Fans really drive the sport, If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to do this for a living, I'd have to have a regular job and fight on the side, so, they're, what makes it able for me to live my dream.
So people are calling it a classic striker versus grappler matchup. Do you have any other thoughts on that, or do you pretty much agree?
Yeah, on paper it looks like that, but, I've been working very hard on my stand-up, and, I'm not the typical grappler, I think that my stand-up's, much improved and stuff. But, on paper, yeah, it does look like typical grappler versus striker.
What do you think of Daly as an opponent? Where does he rank in sort of your career thus far?
He's a very tough opponent, very dangerous, and, I've never fought a striker of his caliber before, and I'm really looking forward to that. I got into the sport because I love fighting and I love testing myself, and, I like having opponents that I know have the potential to beat me, and if I mess up, he could easily beat me, and that's what really drives me to fight. That's what I love about fighting.
Do you think that the Koscheck fight was kind of a turning point in your career in a sense, because you stood up and struck with him? Obviously that didn't go your way. Was that a turning point at all for you in the sense of how you approach things and how you look at challenges like that?
Yeah, it was definitely a mental turning point in my career. After that fight, I started, looking at the bigger picture of mixed martial arts and stuff. But the biggest mental turning point I've had is after my surgery and my layoff coming back. I was just so happy to be able to fight again that, I'm just happy to be able to fight. I'm not as concerned with all the business aspects of it and everything like that. I just fight because I love fighting, and I like to challenge myself. So I think this is a great chance to do that.
That said, you got the mortgage, so this must be nice to get the fight.
Oh yeah, definitely. That layoff with the injury was definitely hard financially, but I had a couple submission of the night bonuses to help me through that. Great support from my family and friends and stuff. So. But yeah, being able to fight again now is definitely going to help out.
So on a lighter note, I talked to a couple of fans. They said they're not happy with the beard.
Oh,
disappointed,
really?
yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to the big beard?
Well, you see, I kind of play the beard by ear. You know, I just base it on purely on how I feel. And I actually had a pretty big beard up until a couple days ago, and I just felt like shaving it off. You know, and so I did.
You know I'm kidding, right?
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Well, you know.
I don't think anyone commented on the beard, but you did have an impressive beard last time out, so no beard of the night this time. You're putting it at risk.
Yeah, I know, but you know that's a chance you take. You know, you got to take risks.